If you're a beginner on self-improvement, I genuinely hope that this video helps you. What I want to do in this video is I want to give you 5 tips or 5 things on my self-improvement journey that I've worked towards that have given me not the most amount of progress on my self-improvement journey, but it's given me a lot of progress on my self-improvement journey. They're goals that you can actually work towards and that you can see pretty much instant progress within the first couple of weeks working towards them. Now, if I wanted to give you the advice on what gave me the most progress on my self-improvement journey, I would have to make a more in-depth video on that in another video. But this, I'm just kind of here, I'm just talking. I'm a beginner YouTuber as well, so this video is not scripted. I'm just here, I'm talking to you, I'm trying to give you some advice basically, in the hopes that you'll make some progress. You know, I was gonna wear this at the beginning of the video. It's these no strip things, but I just look like an idiot when I wear it. Trying to be like Alex Hormozy or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so I hope you can take some knowledge away from this video. I'm gonna be very consistent with YouTube videos, everything men's self-improvement, everything fitness, everything leveling up, all that kind of stuff. So in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 5 tips. You can start working, 5 things you can start working towards on your self-improvement journey, whether you be a beginner, whether you've been on self-improvement for a couple months now, but you haven't seen progress and you don't actually know what it is that you need to be working towards. So the first tip is gonna be spend time alone, okay? I've lived by myself since I was 17 years old. Not out of my own choice, it's due to family problems and whatnot, but I've lived by myself since I was 17 years old and I'm 19 years old now. During this time, I've spent a lot of time by myself. And when you spend a lot of time by yourself as a man, you're gonna get good thoughts and you're gonna get bad thoughts. Either way, this time alone helps you just sit with your thoughts and know what it is that you actually want. You're always caught up in things. You're always caught up scrolling your phone. You're eating, you're talking to friends, you're watching a TV show, trying to chase the next girl. There's always something on your mind apart from your own thoughts. You know when you're watching a TV show and you have a bunch of thoughts just rolling through your head, but you're not actually paying attention to them? That is your brain telling you to sit and think with your thoughts just for a second. You don't always need to be actively doing something. Literally, all you need to do is sit with yourself. Okay, back to my point. I've been living by myself since I was 17 years old. So me having a lot of time by myself has been able to give me a clear overview of what my goals are and who I am basically. If you just sit by yourself, if you haven't done this before, if you sit by yourself for your first time in an empty room and just stare at a white wall for 5, 10, 15, however long you can do it, it's gonna get boring for the first couple minutes, but then you start thinking. Sometimes you can get scared from the thoughts that you think. Sometimes it will be good thoughts, sometimes it will be bad thoughts. But with the bad thoughts, these bad thoughts affect your self-image. The only way that you can fix these bad thoughts is by yourself, alone. Okay? So spend some time in an empty room by yourself where there is 0 distractions, no phone, no TV shows, no food, and you just sit with yourself for 10 to 30 minutes, I don't know, however long you want to do, but I recommend a minimum of 10 minutes. And you want to do this consistently, by the way. This is not a one-time thing. And over time, as you keep on doing this consistently, you will start to, evolve. You'll start to evolve into a better version of yourself because you now have clear thoughts and you know what you're thinking on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis. You know what your goals are, you know what you want to do, not what your parents want you to do, not what your siblings want you to do. What do you want to do? That's what you're going to be thinking about at certain points when you're sitting by yourself. The second thing now that you want to work on, and this is a non-negotiable, is your physique. You need to have, as a man, you need to have a good physique for yourself, for your parents, for your family, for your friends, for day-to-day life activities. You just need to have a good physique. I can't explain what the other side of having a good physique looks like without you experiencing it for yourself. I can try to explain it for you, but that's not gonna do it justice. You need to experience it for yourself. You're more confident. You get more respect from everyone. Your self-image is a lot better as well, just from having a good physique. Now, having a good physique alone is gonna level you up. Like I just said, people will respect you more, you'll have more confidence and whatnot. But it's the process of building a good physique that's gonna gain you the skills, the discipline, the mindset. Whilst you're building a physique, you're learning so many more things in the gym rather than just getting in shape. You're learning discipline, you're learning things like progressive overload. There's so many different methods that you're going to use in the gym that you can take into your personal life as well. That's not just in the gym. Take progressive overload, for example. In the gym, for you to progress and get a better physique, you need to progressive overload pretty much every single session. You need to try and get stronger every single session. This is the same thing to do with anything else in life. If you want to get better at anything, you need to progressive overload. Let's take your mindset, for example. Like, you can't do work for long periods of time. So now you're going to take the principle of progressive overload to you doing work, whether it be your business, homework, or anything like that, and you're going to work for the maximum amount of time that you can work without stopping. Let's say it's 30 minutes right now. Once you reach that 30-minute point, you know you probably can't continue working, but you're going to try as hard as you possibly can to even work just for an extra 4 or 5 minutes. Next time now, you're going to aim to work for 35 minutes. Then after that, you're going to aim to work for 40 minutes, so on and so on. You've now taken the principle of progressive overload from the gym, put it into your own life, put it into your own habits, what you need to work on, and you're now improving that just from getting in shape. Now, it's going to take a long time for you to actually bring these skills, these lessons that you learn in the gym into your personal life, but it will happen eventually and it will benefit you so much. Respect now. I don't know how you look like right now. You could be in shape. You're not in amazing shape. You're not in extremely bad shape. You're just there. You might be skinny fat. Who knows? You don't respect yourself as much as you possibly could, and other people don't respect you as much as they possibly could, because when you walk into a room and everyone else is in similar shape to you, or in worse shape than you, or you're in worse shape than everyone else, no one's really going to respect you too much. And this is also a self-image thing. Let me just say one thing. How you see yourself is how you think others see you. So if you see yourself as a skinny fat guy with bad skin and you're not confident, you're going to think other people are seeing that in yourself. You're going to think other people see that in you. So when you get in shape and you build up that self-confidence and that self-image, you now can actually think that other people know that you're in shape. You know that you're in shape and other people know that you're in shape right now. It sounds like I'm waffling right now, but I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm trying to say. That's the second one. So the third thing now is going to be getting clear skin through diet and a consistent skincare routine as well. Again, this is something I can't put into perspective for you if you don't currently have clear skin and you haven't had clear skin before. If you wake up every day, you go and look at yourself in the mirror and you see that there's multiple spots all over your skin, your cheeks are puffy, you know you don't look good. And again, this is a self-image thing. You go outside and you know other people are seeing the same thing that you saw on your face that morning in the mirror. If you get clear skin, you're now having a better self-image of yourself and you're focusing on a cleaner diet, which is going to give you better mental energy, it's going to give you better skin, it's going to help with your physique, it's going to help with brain fog, it's going to help you with your work. There's so many things that fixing your diet can do for you. And one of them is being clear skin. But that's what we're focusing. We're not focusing on diet. Having a good diet is an amazing thing to do. That's obviously a non-negotiable. You should already know that. But clear skin. Have a consistent skincare routine and have a good diet and you will slowly get better skin than you currently do right now. I've had the same skincare routine for 1 year now. It doesn't need to be nothing excessive. All I do is I wash my face with a cleanser or a facial wash or whatever. Pat my face dry. Then I use a toner. Then I use a serum, any kind of serum like a hyaluronic acid. Then I use, Egyptian Magic is this brand called Egyptian Magic where it's 100% organic products with shea butter mixed together, wipe down my face. That's it. And if you want to grow a beard, use minoxidil as well. But I've been doing that for the last year now, and as you can see, I have pretty decent skin. I used to have very, very bad skin. If you've seen how I looked before I got into self-improvement. Fourth thing now, and I think this is probably one of the most important ones, and I'm going to explain it based off of a philosophy, a Japanese philosophy. It's also a book as well. It's called Ikigai. And what Ikigai means is basically finding something, briefly, I'm not an expert on this, I haven't read the book, but briefly, finding something that you enjoy, that you're also good at, that can also make you a full-time income, basically. So in my case, I enjoy the gym. So I got in shape and I also enjoy helping other people get into shape as well. So naturally, I've become an online coach. So I help other people getting into shape whilst I continue to pursue a better physique. That's what I do full time as of now. It could be something different for you. I don't know what it could be, but it's going to take time to find that. And the only way you find that is by just starting consistent and better habits every single day. Build a morning routine, build a night routine. After school, just try not to... I'm trying as hard as I can to make this video without cuts because I want to be more consistent with YouTube. So I'm just trying to make, like, for me to be better at and more consistent with YouTube, I need to make more videos without having to spend so much time scripting and editing, which is why I haven't scripted this video. And as you can tell, I'm a beginner at this, and the only way I can get better at it is by doing this. Okay, so I know this video might not get that many views, or if it does, that's amazing as well. But bear with me, okay? Give me about 10 to 15 videos and I'll get better at this long form, one-time video kind of thing. Because as you can tell, I'm not great at it right now. What was I saying? Find what it is that you enjoy, that can help other people, that can also create you a full-time income, okay? And that you're good at as well. Make sure you're good at it, otherwise you won't be able to make an income. Or if you're not good at it right now, get better at it. For me, online coaching, getting other people in shape, being in shape myself, it could be something completely different for you, but the only way that you're gonna find out what this thing is by starting to better yourself every single day. And the first one, sitting with yourself, sitting with your own thoughts. Sit and think for as long as possible about what you enjoy, about what you wanna do with your life, okay? And eventually that idea is gonna come. Now, when this idea comes, the reason why I believe that this is one of the best out of the 5 is because you're gonna start to create your daily schedule and your daily routine based off of this thing. You will now have purpose in your life. You will be trying to... Someone coming home now. Anyways. You'll be trying to progress on this goal as much as possible. So, and it's going to be on your mind 24/7. You're going to be obsessed with it. Before you go to bed, you're going to be planning your days on how you can improve on that goal and how you can get better at it. So you now have organization in your life. You now have purpose in your life. You now have schedule in your life. It's going to be very hard for you to practice bad habits within this routine because you're setting things to do at every single time of the day for you to get better at this thing that you've brought into your life now, this purpose-driven thing. So you start to replace your bad habits with good ones, okay? This is a very brief video. I'll make another video much more in depth with different habits. The last one now, talking to people, socializing. When I say socializing, I don't mean going out to the club and doing degenerate stuff, no. Socializing and talking to people that you haven't met before. Let's take the gym, for example, because that's what I do, I'm an online coach. Let's just take the gym. You've been going to the same gym for a while now, and you've seen the same guy in this gym 10, 15, 20, 25 times. You've seen him multiple times. He's around the same age as you. You guys often hit the same workouts, and you know that, but you still haven't said hi to him. Why not? It's a simple, yo bro, what are you saying? You know, how's the session today? Or what are you training today? We should get a session sometime soon. When you're on self-improvement, people have the misconception that you shouldn't talk to anyone, that you should be on monk mode. You shouldn't talk to women, you shouldn't talk to men either. You shouldn't talk to people that have nothing to do with your self-improvement journey. That's not how it works. If you want to self-improve as a person, communication skills and learning how to talk to other people is a big part of that. Getting different views, different thoughts from different people that you've never met before is a big part of that. So you taking this away from your self-improvement journey, talking to other people, limits how much you can improve yourself. Back in the day, before I started self-improvement, when I was in secondary school, basically, when I was 16, just before I turned 17, before I started self-improvement, I was so unconfident. I couldn't talk to anyone. When I spoke to a woman, my face would get red, basically, and I would stutter a lot. I still stutter every now and then. Like, even talking right now, I still stutter every now and then. But I would stutter a lot. I was a very, very bad stutterer, talking to men and women. I was very shy, I was unconfident. Only when I started to live by myself and work a full-time job and started talking to more people is when I actually felt like I was improving as a person. Because I started to become more confident as I built my physique and learned how to talk to more people. That got rid of the shyness in my life. So I'm not a shy person now. I'm never shy. I'm much more confident, and I would say a big part of that was talking to people. So, and I see these TikTok videos where some guy walks around with glasses and he goes to random people on the street and he's like, oh, I like your jeans. And then he just walks off. That's not the point. That's not the point of it. The point is to have a genuine human conversation with someone who they don't even need to share the same things as you. They don't need to share the same thoughts, or you don't need to relate to them. But don't just compliment someone and then walk off without even waiting for a response from them. Like, if you genuinely want to have a conversation with someone, have a conversation with them. Because you just saying, oh, nice jeans, and then walking off without even hearing a response from them, that's not improving you. You're still hiding from the fact that you need to have a conversation with them, which is the part that you struggle with, which is the part that I struggled with before I started self-improvement. I'm sweating, bruv. But that's the last thing. Socializing, talk to people, as many people as you can. Yeah. Guys, that's a wrap up for this video. It's a short video. Let's see. It's been 19 minutes recording. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but just know I recorded this video for 19 minutes. I'm aiming to get around 3 to 5 to 7 3 to 7 YouTube videos a week. Some are going to be high quality scripted fitness videos. Some are going to be one-time record videos like this. There's cuts in this video, I know, but I'm trying to get better at talking on camera, long form for long form videos. Talking on camera for short form videos is fine. You only need to speak for 1 minute. But long form videos like this, like, a big reason I'm doing this is to just get better at speaking on camera so I can make better videos in the future. I know this video is not that great. There's not much editing or whatnot. I didn't give too much clarification on the tips. But the only way I can get better at it, like I've already said, is by doing it. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to see the journey of how good my videos get. If you scroll to my first videos, you will understand how bad I was at speaking on long form camera. My morning routine one and like 1 or 2 of the fitness ones. Worst videos ever put on YouTube, okay? But as you can see, I'm a lot better at speaking on camera right now. Not my best, which is what I'm trying to get to, so I can make better videos for you, one take, just spewing all the information I know. And yeah, subscribe to see the journey. Subscribe if you mess with self-improvement and fitness, men's self-improvement, men's fitness, and you want to get into the best shape of your life physically and mentally. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.